someone who needs help came in and took from the wrong people, and it's not okay.
Start me with how you feel today.
I feel violated. I don't feel good. We're supposed to be a safe haven for our families. We're supposed to not only provide quality education, but actually provide a space for our kids to feel like they can be nurtured and be loved. And today is not one of those days we feel like we're able to provide that after you're violated and things are taken from you without permission.
How does it affect what you do?
So childcare has always been my passion, and the way it affects is I have to regroup and I have to explain to the kids, why things look out of whack, because they notice. They see that the window is broken, they see the window is open, they see some things are missing, or some things that they play with are missing. They see the books are a little ruffled up on the shelves. They see the diapers all over the floor. Like they notice these things. These kids are very smart. They're not going to miss anything. They're very observant, especially at the age that they are at. So it's a little heartbreaking to have to tell them, like, hey, someone who was bad and was not in their right mind came in and took some things from us, and we just have to we have to forgive them and move on. I guess.
How did the kids respond to that?
They're like, oh, yeah. The kids are they're pretty shocked, and they're still asking questions because originally we tried to just kind of move throughout the day, but they're people. They're like, the children they're little humans, so they know when something's not right. They can feel it, they can sense it, they can see it, and so they do notice that something's not right in here. It just doesn't feel the same. Yes, so we are when the person came in and stole the things that they did from us, the only thing that my husband was able to recover was the essential oil diffuser and our digital lamp that we use for our parents to sign in. And then also when we came in, we have our memorial library dedication plaque for Tanelia Taylor. So our donor of 90% of our library books helped us create a memorial library for her, and when we walked in, this was broken and it was on the floor, and so we did have to break the news to her about her memorial for her daughter. We also didn't have what we needed to be able to provide. It's just hard when you work for so much and you want it. I've been wanting to do this since I was 3. Like, I've been wanting to do this my whole life, so it doesn't feel good to have accomplished something and then you come in and expect something differently, in a sense, and it's not the way you left it. We were closed to observe Juneteenth, and it's not.
I would imagine that given you obviously care about these kids, that's probably the toughest part of it.
Yes.
Just, you want to provide for the kids.
Yes.
And someone kind of is preventing you from doing that to the extent that you're used to.
Yes. So with the quality that we provide with our program, I don't want this incident to reflect or be a reflection of what we provide. It's not what we do. It doesn't have anything to do with our program. It's just someone who needs help came in and took from the wrong people, and it's not okay. And so we just have to explain that to our families, explain that to our children, and just kind of try to move past it and replenish what was taken. So
how do you make sense of what this guy took?
I don't make sense of it at all. He said that it was to get back at the church or whatever, but the church doesn't even have a recollection of who this guy is, and none of it makes sense, because you walk past the ring. There are cameras in here that operate only at nighttime. There are gates over here, and there are all these different buildings and windows, and you choose this window. So I don't know the intent. I don't know.
And then to take food.
Yes.
That's just weird.
And I don't want to leave anyone starving who's hungry. We actually just did a event with the community to feed. We actually, before we even operated a child care, we used to go on Barry or Miller. on Barry and Miller at the car washes and give out free food to those who didn't have and make plates and things like that. We don't have a problem with feeding anybody. We give out food to parents who are in need. We give out clothes to parents who are in need. We accept donations. We do all of that. So for someone to come and take from people who actually do for the community, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel rewarding. It doesn't feel like there's God in any of it.
So when I got here this morning, I didn't even look down this way. So I went in through the front door, and we got in. We seen the front. First, the door was locked, and then I walk in, and my wife was like, "Where's our smell good machine at?" So then I walked through the door and seen papers on the floor, all over the floor, and then I seen the windows. I said, "Somebody done broke in." So this window was open. I came back out. That pry bar was over here. They had them pry the bar open, broke the glass, pried the bar open, and he squeezed in through this window right here. And so when he went in, he started rambling through the desk. The curtain, one of the curtains started going rambling through a bunch of stuff. He stole a clock where the parents sign in, also a diffuser, the Alexa that we do praise and worship with. Couldn't even do praise and worship today because we didn't have our music box for the children. And they were really, really upset about that. So, but yeah, he came in through here, and then I guess we can go inside now.
You were saying earlier, I mean, he's a big guy.
Oh yeah, and yes, he is a big guy. I'm talking about, I don't even know how he squeezed through. He had to force himself through here. Pretty big guy. He got through that window. It took him a little bit to get through there, but I seen him on the camera. You can see him struggling to get in. So when he finally got through there, he jumped down, and that's when the memorial picture fell. He picked it up, put it back down on the ground, and so yeah, he was I can't even see how he really got in there. So now we're having to replace this window because the actual piece to make it lock, you can't even lock the window. So anybody can just come get in here and go in it. So now we have to special order this window and get it replaced.
Well, and you said too, that's not a common window.
Exactly, it's not a common window. It has to be a special ordered window, unless we take it out and just put a big piece of glass. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure that this is secured and locked to make sure no one else can get in here. So this is the bar he used that we had, and this came off a old cot that the kids sleep on, and so we normally use it out here because there'd be a bunch of dogs out here. So we normally use this to scare dogs away. And this is actually over there where the picnic tables are. And so this is what he used to get into this facility. Come in this morning, we walked in. I'm like, why is there stuff over the floor? And so then we look over there. I said, baby, this isn't even supposed to be in here. This was in the hallway. I said, baby, somebody done broke in here. And she just bust out. She just had it. I said, I don't know what's missing. But then we seen that this was missing. We didn't know what else was missing until we got to looking around. And it could be more stuff missing that we don't even know about because we got so much stuff in here. We won't know until we get to looking for it. And so, of course, you see that's messed up. We got to get that fixed, get that replaced. There's ramshack, stuff all over the place. Going through personal paperwork, through drawers. It's just ramshacked the place. Took the kids' first aid backpack kit, threw the diapers out of the kit over there, like diapers and stuff is everywhere. Came out the other first aid bag. I'm pretty sure he wanted to take that too because it's out of the drawer.
Right. What do you think his goal was?
If he could get out of that door over there, he would have just took more than what he had. If he was able to get out this door or that door, he would probably have cleaned us out. You want something in the morning, you're on foot. Right. You can easily take the stuff and store it around the corner somewhere and come back and keep coming back. So once I called the police, the civilian response showed up, and I also called our MPO, which is Officer James Salinas. And so he the one told me to call. I called him first. He said, call 911 and we'll get somebody out to you. And so what happened is he came out and I got to explaining, showing him, how the guy got in, showed him the footage or whatever. And so I told him, I said, I'm telling you now. He was like, I said, I was mad. I was upset, angry. Angry is not even a word. And I told him, I said, when I catch him, it's going to be a problem. Because what you're not going to do is going to break into our business, think it's okay, and think you're going to come back. And so what happened is, it was time for our children to eat, and it was so hectic this morning, I couldn't even get in and fix them breakfast. So I wound up going down to the Shifleys and getting them breakfast for this morning. And so once I was down at Shifley's, I seen a guy with my wife's backpack on, with the first aid backpack. I know how they look plain as day, because we've been having them for over 2 years. And so I pulled up on him, I said, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" He said, "I'm doing great." I said, "Where did you get that backpack from?" He said, "Oh, this Caucasian guy." I said, "Where is he at? I said, "You don't have to tell me exactly where he is, but I'm going to find him." I said, "Just point." I said, "Because that came out of my wife's daycare that he broke into this morning." And so he's down there next to the Cowboy Cleaners, is what he said. So I drove down there and I spotted him and I pulled up on him. I said, "So you the MFer that broke into my wife's daycare." And as soon as I said that, he jetted. So I ran him down with my truck, not hit him, but like ran him down. I tied him out. He hit that sidewalk and got the roll, and that's when I got on him and bear hugged him, and we tussled. We tussled. We did that because what you're not going to do is mess with my livelihood, and mess with my business, and mess with our children's stuff that they have to use to learn. I mean, that is very important. This is our sacred place, and this is a place where our children come and learn. And if somebody gonna come in here and think they're gonna continue to, not continue, but break in, and then when I hold you, and then when the police, you want to play victim. No, you're not the victim. You're the suspect. And so I let him know. And I said, "Why did you do this? Why did you break into my facility?" He goes, "Well, I tried to ask the church for help and they refused me." It has nothing to do with me. And this church will not refuse you. If you contact them, they will help you. So you can miss me with that. "Well, I just wanted to get some drugs." Go to your drug dude that you deal with and get it on credit. Don't come breaking our place, steal our stuff to sell for you to get drugs. So he called himself changing. He changed. He had when he came, he had black shorts on. He had pants over those black shorts. Like I wasn't gonna figure out it was him. He had black hair, but on the camera it shows his like blonde hair. Yeah. But it was him. And so how I knew it was him because the shoes he had on, it matched his whole description that was on the video footage.
Then you, I guess, call police and say, "Hey, I got him." And
I call our MPO, and I say, "Hey, I got this MFer." I said, "Can you please send the police?" He said, "I'm in a meeting right now, but I'll get you some officers over there." And so it took him a couple of, like 4 or 5 minutes to get there. Then when I knew it was taking so long, I called my wife. I said, "Hey, tell the civilian response officer," because I already told him what I was going to do. "Tell them to get officers here now." So they come, they get him. He raised his hands up, put his hands behind him. He already knew. He had a knife on him. Of course, he had weapons on him. He told me, "I have PTSD." Well, if you had PTSD, you should have kept your behind out of here, and you wouldn't be in the position that you're in now.
How does the entire ordeal make you feel?
This situation, it disgusts me. And the reason why, because we work hard. We spend so much money into this daycare, $14,000 for a fire system, not including other stuff that we had to put off into this facility. It disgusts me that somebody have the audacity to break in our stuff, take our belongings that don't belong to them. And for my wife to see her break down, that hurts. That hurts. She worked hard. This is her passion. This is what I made my wife quit her job to do what she wanted to do. This is her baby. This is what she wanted to do. And so I'm not going to let anybody come in and just do what they want to do, take advantage of her, break into our stuff, take our stuff that belongs to our daycare children. And so that's how I feel. I feel disgusted.